Hey, what's up guys? Harley here, welcome back to the channel. Just got my first hills ride since the Brigadoon 100. I got sick 2 days after it. Basically, it's been a month and a week since I've been out there. So going out tomorrow just prompted me to, because I put on a couple of extra kilos over that time, just prompted me to check the weight and just see if I can shave a few grams off the bike. So this is my S-Works SL4. I'm taking bits off my S-Works Venge, which is my crit bike. I don't need it to be super lightweight. We're just going to swap the saddle out. I then find out that let's do the bottle cages. There's a bit of a saving there. And then I find out that one of the back tubes is actually an old rubber tube. So if you've seen my Ride Now video about the tubes, it's obviously there's a lot to be saved there just by swapping that out, so that happens as well. I'll do the weigh-ups, weighing of the bikes, and then I'll give you a quick rundown of the actual S-Works SL4, which is my climbing bike. Lovely bike. You might have seen my Air Road, which is my sort of flat bike, which I've done a review on. This is my climbing bike. Okay guys, just wanted to show you my climbing bike. This is a 2014 Specialized S-Works Tarmac SL4. It was a second handy that I've got. It's a rim brake bike, super lightweight. I just wanted to show you a little bit about it. So starting off with the group set, I've just put Dura-Race on it. It came with these absolute black oval rings. I've since put a second set on here. These are a new set. The teeth were getting a little bit worn on it, so I really liked them. They were great actually. I do like them for climbing. So I think I've got the 50s, the 50 on the big ring in the oval rings there. This is all Di2. So down here I've got a 34 cassette on the back for climbing, for those extra couple of gears, and I've changed it over to the long cage for being able to use anything over a 30. So that's the group set on it. Like I said, rim brake, super lightweight. I think there's a saving of about 300 grams there just from going for that. And I'm climbing and descending, and it's fine. You've just seen the saddle. I've just replaced that. That's the carbon S-Works saddle, which has come off my Venge. I've got the Windspace Hyper 50s on them. Now these weigh, I think, 1,250 grams, and they're just a brilliant all-rounder. Like, they're super lightweight already, but they're also aero as hell. Like, they go down hills super quick because they're a 50. So they're a lightweight 50 basically. Could save a little bit more weight on that if I wanted to go to like a 38 or a 35, but the amount of speed I get going downhill with these is just epic. So that's those. We've got the new cages, which I swapped over from my Venge, my S-Works Venge, which you saw me do that earlier. Then we've got, I've put the Di2 here with the little junction box in the handlebar. You can see here it's not slammed, so this is probably my only bike that's not slammed, and because I do sit up a bit when I'm climbing, I just haven't really had the need to slam it. You can see here I've got the climbing shifters, so you know, I do sit up a bit and climb you know, in that position, so I haven't really had the need to do it. So that's the reasoning why I haven't. Here you can see, obviously Specialized, still has the wires out and that, like the, you know, the cables out and things. Hasn't been a huge drama, it still goes really well for us. Dura-Race shifters, Di2. It's an absolute cracking bike. It's my favourite, well, they're all my favourites really, but for climbing this thing is a beast, and because it's super fast as well, an S-Works Tarmac, they descend wickedly as well. It's just an absolute beast of a bike. It's a joy to ride, and you've just seen me save, you know, a few hundred grams off it. So this thing is ready to roll tomorrow. S-Works SL4. Just gonna put it on the scales with the original saddle that it came with. 6.765. No pedals. And I've got the Garmin mount off just for filming. And this has got the Ronin Evo. You can see it's got the titanium rails, so we can shave a bit off by putting the carbon saddle on it, and that's the aim. Okay, now here we've got the S-Works Venge with 60mm front and a 70mm Envy rear. It's got the 10-speed red, SRAM red on it, and I've got the Garmin mount on it. Still got the cages but no pedals, so it does have the Garmin, which the other one doesn't. Let's see what this weighs. 6.825. So just going to remove the carbon two-pace saddle off the S-Works Venge. What I didn't notice before is I've still got a camera mount on here as well, which is adding a couple of extra grams to it. So just using the 5mm. Okay, there we go. So carbon 143. This should take a little bit of weight off the SL4, which is my climbing bike. Okay, so we've got the two saddles here. First of all, we're going to do the specialised 143mm Ronin Evo Expert, which was on the SL4 S-Works already, my climbing bike. Here it is here. Weight of that is 229 grams. Then we've got the S-Works 143 Toupe, which came on the S-Works Venge that I've got. And that's already a super light bike, but it's my crit bike. So we're just gonna use this saddle. Because it's got the carbon rails, I'm hoping that it weighs less. Oh, but it's got this mount on it. Okay, so we'll weigh it now anyway. Wow, it's still less. It's 177 with the mount on it. Okay, I'll just take the mount off and we'll see how it comes out. Right, so I've taken off the mount and let's have a weigh of it now. Wow, 145. Cool. That's nearly 100 grams. I haven't done the math yet, but that's nearly 100 grams off. Take that for sure. And now for the weigh-in with the new saddle. .665. Okay, so just before we took it off, I pulled it off the stand. I've just thought about these bottle cages here. So these don't seem to be S-Works. They are specialised, but I don't think they're S-Works. Whereas over here, the light's not as good. But looking at these are carbon on the Venge. So I'm just going to take these off and weigh them just to see if there's any sort of saving I can take off the Venge to chuck on the SL4. So guys, we've just found that the bottle cages that were on the Tarmac S-Works SL4, my climbing bike, were plastic. So I'm just going to weigh these and see if I can take the carbon ones off the S-Works Venge to further save some weight on the climbing bike. So that's 40 grams for the plastic one. And then we've got the carbon one, which already feels light in my hand, which is a carbon rail, which was on the S-Works Venge. And that's 17, so that's more than half the weight. Okay, cool, so we're gonna save another, what's that, 46 grams. So we've saved 85 grams off the saddle, and with it combined with the two specialised carbon S-Works cages, we're going to save another 46. So yeah. Okay, here we are weighing it up with the new saddle and the new bottle cages. 6.62. It's getting lighter, and I've just realised because I popped that tubulito that I had in the back, this is running an old rubber tube, so there's more grams to be saved. So I'm going to quickly swap that out and get it as absolutely as light as possible. Final weigh-in for the ride tomorrow. 6.550. Well, that's it. That's my climbing bike, the S-Works SL4. Hope you enjoyed that. It's an absolute dream to ride. It's super stiff, it's fast, goes up the hills quickly, descends quickly. It's a weapon. Love it. And yeah, hope you liked it too. Until next time, take it easy.